So now that we've covered a few techniques and you understand the basics of creativity, let's look at another method to help you generate fresh creative ideas whenever you'd like. Now I call this one the letter idea generator method. And basically here's how it works. First, what you want to do is write down your main theme or general idea or problem on the top of a sheet of paper. Then what you want to do is you want to write down a random word. Next, you take the last letter of that word and think of a new word that starts with that letter. And you repeat that process until you have about 5 to 10 words. Then what you do is you want to take those words that you came up with and start to look at connecting those in unique ways and really allowing your imagination to run wild. And then what you want to do is allow those words to start to connect with your main idea or your problem. So let me give you an example so you can see how this would work. So the main idea is someone wants to come up with a new logo design, okay? The random word that they generate and they start with is squid. And then they take the last letter of squid, which is D, and they come up with the next word, which starts with D. So they come up with dog, and then golf, and then flood, and deer, and the name Robert, and tango, and octopus, and suspicious. So some possible ideas that emerge there are the idea of a suspicious looking deer, an octopus doing the tango, or a dog playing golf, etc. The key here is the same two ideas that we've covered in some of the other methods. And that is, just as before, be mindful of your state. So if you're in a beta brainwave state, you're not going to make the same quality of new connections as if you would if you were in an alpha state. And just as before, you want to understand that the starting point of this process, which is actually running through that method, that's really the start of the method. That's not where the best ideas are going to come from. So you may find some really cool ideas just by combining those, like suspicious looking deer and octopus doing the tango. You may get your idea out of that, but that's really not the purpose of the process. The purpose of the process is to start moving your mind in that direction. And then just as before, after you've done that exercise, you want to get your mind onto something else, something entirely unrelated. That's the secret to making all these different techniques really shine, is you want to forget about it. You use your conscious mind in a certain way. You do these exercises in the right state of mind, and then you get out of the way and you forget about it. And then just as before, you want to have something to record the ideas that will pop into your head, because that's where these methods really start to come to life. Is what happens after you're not consciously trying to find solutions anymore. Your subconscious mind is going to be making connections and finding creative solutions automatically. And you may find yourself very surprised at the interesting ideas that pop into your head later that day. So make sure you record those. So now that you have another method to really generate excellent, creative, fun new connections, join me in the next video.